दार्विक गिरिधारी शिष्य राधा विनोद बिहारी जू की जाय। श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मरण मोहन जू की जाय। नितिल प्रविष्टो विष्णुपाद अष्टतर शत शिष्यमार भक्ति वेदांत नारायण गोस्वामी महाराज श्रील गुरुदेव की जाय। नितिल प्रविष्टो विष्णुपाद अष्टतर शत शिष्यमार भक्ति वेदांत वामन गोस्वामी महाराज की जाय। नितिल प्रविष्टो विष्णुपाद अष्टतर शत शिष्यमार श्रील भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी महाराज श्रील प्रभुपाद की जाय। नितिल प्रविष्ट महाभागवत श्रील गोरक्षदास बाबूजी महाराज की जाय। नितिल प्रविष्ट वैष्णव सार्वभौम श्री जगन्नाथ दास बाबूजी महाराज की जाय। श्री रूपन गौरीय गुरुवर्ग की जाय। श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ शारद गोसाई प्रभु की जाय। श्री स्वरूप दामोदर राय रामानंदारी श्री गौर पार्षद वृंद की जाय। नाम चय श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जाय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासरी गौर भक्त वृंद की जाय। श्री क्षेत्र मंडल गौर मंडल ब्रज मंडल मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की जाय। सर्व अभिष्ट विराट गिरिराज महाराज की जाय। श्री राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड की जाय। श्री मुन देवी गंगा देवी की जाय। श्री तुलसी महारानी वृंद देवी की जाय। श्री भक्ति देवी की जाय। श्री पूर्णमासी योगमाय की जाय। श्री गोपेश्वर महादेव की जाय। श्री हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जाय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जाय। समागत गौर भक्त वृंद की जाय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जाय। श्री रास-पाñcādhyayī की जाय। श्रील जीव गोस्वामी पार की जाय। श्रील विश्वनाथ चक्रवर्ती ठाकुर की जाय। श्री हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जाय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जाय। समागत गौर भक्त वृंद की जाय। श्रीनिताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। Hari bol, everybody. Yeah, as you can see here, it's 8:16 p.m. I was going to try to have an early night. I've been going to sleep at 1 o'clock every morning, and I was going to try to go to sleep. I got in bed and I laid down, and then I was like, oh, I forgot to pre-record this video. And so then I got out of bed, and yeah, I'm just going to make this very short. Anyways, let's do Mangalacharan, and then let me move this down. Let's see, how can I make this smaller? Yeah, because today, right now, we're having a Rupa Shiksha class, and so I'm not able to read today. That's why I'm pre-recording this. All right. Om Jnanatimmirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Shri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayaniti Namine. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Svāmī Niti Namine. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Namo mahavadanyaya Krishna prema pradayate Krishnaya Krishna chaitanya namne gora tvishe namaha. Guruve Gaura Chandraya Radhikaya Tadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tarbhaktaya Namo Namaha. Yam Pravrajantam Anupetam Apetya Krityam Dvaipayano Virahakatara Ajuhava Putreti Tanmayataya Tarabhobhine Dustang Sarvabhuta Hridayam Munimanatosmi Narayanam Namaskritya Narang Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayit Shrinvatang Svakata Krishna Punya Shavana Kirtana Hridantasto Yabhadrani Vidhunoti Suritsatam Nashta Prayeshvavadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatuttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naishtaki Tavaivasmi na jivami tvaya vina Iti vigyaya radhe tvang nayamang charanantikam bhaktya vihina aparada lakshay kshiptashtakamaaditaranga Kripa maitvam sharanam prapanna vrinde namaste charanarvindam Bhaja Śrī Kṛṣṇa Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Śrī Advaita Gadadhar Śrīvāsari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. All right. So if you're just coming now, I'm pre-recording this late at night. It's because we're having a Rupa Shiksha program right now, and so I'm not able to read live. I'm going to do a very short reading because I'm trying to get an early night tonight. So we'll just read a few verses. What did we end off with? I think we ended up with this verse 35, I think. Yes. All right. But we didn't read Viśvanātha Chakravartī Ṭhākura's commentary. And tomorrow will be our last day reading this chapter. And then after that will come Gopi Gīt. So I'm going to just... So tomorrow I'll go through and we can go through all, like we could read through all the previous verses so that we get an idea of the full chapter. But let's start from the verse. What is it? Yeah, let's start from this verse. So as the gopis were searching, the Vrajasundaris continued searching for their beloved Śrī Kṛṣṇa, following his footprints, and noticing one young bride's footprints intermingled with his. They became very disturbed and talked among themselves. Oh, and I'm reading a little bit softly because I don't want to wake up anybody in the rooms outside of me. So that's why. Okay, I have to keep my voice down. Oh, which fortunate Vrajasundari's footprints are these? Just as a she-elephant walks with her beloved, the king of elephants, she is strolling along with Nandanandan Shyam Sundar, resting her arm on his shoulder. Let's sing the Sanskrit for this. Anayaradita nunam Bhagavan Haririshvara Yanno vihaya govinda Pritto yang anayadraha. This fortunate Ramani has certainly worshipped Bhagavan Sri Hari perfectly and has fully satisfied him. Otherwise, why has our Prana Priyatama Sri Govinda, who is the love of our life, abandoned all of us and taken only her to a secluded place? Sorry, guys. Some Vrajasundari said, "O beloved Sakis, the dust that Govinda touches with his lotus feet becomes blissful and attains all fortune. Even Brahma, Shiva, and Ramadevi take this dust on their heads to remove their sufferings and all inauspiciousness." Some other gopis said, "O Saki, what you say is all right, but we are observing the raised footprints of some gopi that are creating a commotion in our hearts. This is because the Saki who has taken away Śrī Kṛṣṇa to a secluded place has snatched the nectar of his lips from us, which is the essence of all that we possess, and is drinking it all by herself." "O Sakis, look! That gopi's footprints are not seen over here. It seems that our dearmost Shyam Sundar must have realized the sharp grass is pricking the tender soles of my beloved, so he must have surely lifted her up on his shoulder." As soon as the gopis moved ahead, as all the gopis moved ahead, one of them said, "O Sakis, look! Here Krishna's footprints are sunk deeper in the sand. Certainly that lusty fellow has lifted his beloved on his shoulder, and with all her weight, his feet have left a deeper impression." "O Sakis, look, look! That expert lover Shyam Sundar put his beloved down in this place, and, standing on his tiptoes, gathered flowers to decorate her. We can see from the footprints that only the front part of his feet have left an impression in the ground, and the heels are nowhere to be seen. Look, certainly this expert lover Krishna sat down here and decorated his beloved's hair, just like an impassioned man, and for sure, sitting here, he wove the flowers that he picked with his own hands into his sweetheart's braid." Okay, so we left off at this verse. Actually, I read the Sanskrit in Jīva Gosvāmī's commentary, but not the rest. So, "O Parikshit, Bhagavan Śrī Kṛṣṇa, self-satisfied and infallible, is himself the source of his own pleasure. Thus, he cannot be attracted by the beauty and feminine charms of alluring damsels. Yet, to reveal the pathetic condition of lusty men under the control of ladies and crafty women, Śrī Kṛṣṇa engaged in love play with the Gopīs." So yesterday we went through Jīva Gosvāmī's commentary, now today we'll go through Viśvanātha Cakravartī Thakur's. Śrīla Viśvanātha Cakravartī Thakur's Sārārtha Darśinī. God, I'm getting eaten alive. In this way, having expressed Śrī Radha's exceptional good fortune through the words of the Gopīs, now Śrī Shukadev himself proclaims the same thing in this verse starting with Re Me. Śrī Kṛṣṇa is Atmaram, yet he engaged in loving affairs with Śrī Radhika. He is Svātma Rata, and enjoys with Śrī Radha, who is his splendid Atma, his very soul. So he is Svātma Rata. Rata means engrossed, absorbed, fully, like that. And Sva means own, and Atma means self. So he's engrossed in himself. He is absorbed into himself. But Śrī Radha is his very Atma, is his very self. It's his very soul. The pleasure he derives in enjoying with Śrī Radha, he does not get in Atmaramata. In some books, the word Chatmarata is seen. But if the word Atmarata is taken as Atmarama, then the defect of redundancy is incurred. Oh wait, we already read this, didn't we? No, I don't think so. I think just the previous commentary was very similar. Yeah, okay. That's why I thought we were reading the same thing, is because Jīva Gosvāmī's commentary he's making the same points. Sorry. So, in some books the word Chatmarata is seen, but if the word Atmarata is taken as Atmarama, then the defect of redundancy is occurred. When the letter Cha is interpreted as Eva, certainly or indeed, then it means that he is making very special endeavors to enjoy with Param Parameshwar Premavati Śrī Radhika, who is endowed with the highest love for him. According to Amar Kosh Dictionary, the meaning of Atma is endeavor, intelligence, and determination. So the pleasure that Śrī Kṛṣṇa reaps in his enjoyment with Śrī Radhika is not available in his Atmaramata. In other words, the joy that he relishes with her is absent in Atmaramata, his aspect of taking pleasure within himself only. Therefore, he is eager to enjoy with Śrī Radhika. If this is true, then there could be an objection, and one could accuse Krishna of being apurna, or incomplete. The retort is that he is akhandita, not fragmented. He is perfect and complete because Śrī Radhika is his second form, his internal potency, Ladini Shakti. In this way, Śrī Radha is the form of Ladini Shakti, the pleasure-giving potency, the essence of which is prem. Her prem evolves to its ultimate limit of Mahabhav, and she alone is the embodiment of this Mahabhav. She alone is the embodiment of this Mahabhav. The delight Śrī Kṛṣṇa derives in his Atmaramata is minute in comparison to his enjoyment with Śrī Radhika. So it's minute in comparison to his enjoyment of Śrī Radhika, who is the total essence of the delight contained in Mahabhav. So naturally, he experiences greater pleasure with her than reveling alone within himself. The Gautamiya Tantra states, the Hladini potency is paramount among all the potencies. It has its source in Śrī Radhika, who is the sum total of the Hladini potency and the embodiment of Mahabhav. She possesses all the best qualities. Although Śrī Kṛṣṇa is Atmaram, at the same time he is Svatmarata, busy enjoying with Śrī Radha. He is Svatmarata, yet he is Akhandita, or complete. He is Purna, complete within himself, yet he is absorbed in enjoying with Śrī Radha. For the welfare of materialists are those who are ignorant of the absolute truth. Śrī Bhagavan conceals his confidential pleasure-filled activities, lest such persons misconstrue them. This is the explanation of the word kaminam, lusty men. Through his confidential pastimes with Śrī Radha, Bhagavan is imparting moral instruction for the benefit of humanity. But these spotless, amorous activities cannot be understood by those under the sway of lust and controlled by devious women. Passionate men are in a most pitiful and degraded condition, and in such a state, hard-hearted women deviously take advantage of them. In the previous verses, the Vrajdevis, in their mad prattle, have accused Śrī Kṛṣṇa of being lusty and Śrī Radha of being crooked, and thus they conceal the true nature of Ujjvala Prem Ras, resplendent, pure, amorous love. Worldly lovers who see this world as a mirror of their own consciousness, the so-called logic of Atmavat Manyate Jagat. That means how I am, the rest of the world must be like that, except the rest of the world being like themselves. They think that Krishna is lusty and Radha is crooked like themselves. In other words, they display the humble behavior of impassioned men when proposing to a woman, and the duplicity of women who reject their advances. In the transcendental amorous love, when Krishna entreats Śrī Radha for her favors, he accepts subservience and comes under her control. She, in turn, exhibits reluctance. This behavior exhibits and nourishes their spotless love. There is no other way. This is the explanation conveyed by rustic devotees. Okay, now, verses 36 to 37. Ittevam darshayantyastāsh Cherurgopyo vichetasa yang goping anayat Krishna vihayanya striyo vane sachamene tadatmanam varishtam sarvayoshitam hitva gopi kamayana mamaso bhajate priya. The gopis, having lost their presence of mind, wandered from one forest to another. They were showing each other the footprints of Śrī Kṛṣṇa and his beloved. That fortunate gopi, whom he took to a secluded place, leaving behind all the other cowherd maidens, proudly felt, I am the most favored. He has rejected all the others, who also love him dearly. I am the special recipient of his honor and veneration. Śrīla Svāmī Pad's Bhāvārtha Dīpikā. Sacha mene, she thought. The deviousness of women is expressed by Śrī Shukadeva in these two verses. Kama yanam. Lust is the only reason why these women have come in the forest. That is, they have collected here for the sole purpose of fulfilling their desire. Krishna has left all the other gopis and is worshipping me alone. For this reason, this Ramani thinks that she is the foremost. Sorry. Śrīla Jīva Gosvāmī Pad's Vaiṣṇava Toṣaṇī. The bewildered gopis, observing all the footprints, were wandering from one forest to another. Śrīdhara Swāmipad has not accepted the first half of the verse 36, because the first line of this verse, it devam, is inconsistent with the narration of the previous verse 35 spoken by Śrī Shukadeva. The second line of verse 36, yam gopim, is also not approved by Śrīdhara Swāmī, because the words sacha in the next verse are incongruous with the commentary on Strinam Duratmatam in verse 35. Therefore, he has disregarded this entire verse and commented only on verse 37. The verse Sacha delineates the great glories of Shri Radhakrishna's love, which is nourished by man, love-filled anger, and its subsequent pacification. When Śrī Kṛṣṇa was enjoying with that Ramani alone in that secluded place, she considered herself to be the most favored. Now this man has arisen in her, although previously, when the other gopis were feeling proud, she was not in man. This indicates two kinds of man in the Vrajdevis. When in their hearts only their beloved manifests, then their sthāyī bhav rises to man, and they experience a sanchari bhav of tremendous joy. However, when they slowly come to external consciousness, this man is accompanied with the sanchari bhav of pride. Śrī Radha has very intense anurag, so in her heart only Krishna was manifesting. Thus she continued to experience the sanchari bhav of excessive joy. Now, upon regaining her senses, the sanchari bhav of pride has arisen in her heart. Then why did this gopi consider herself the foremost, better than all the others? The reason is that Śrī Radha thought to herself, leaving all the other gopis who had come to gratify their amorous desires, this indescribably, wonderfully glorious, supremely independent, and most rare hero is pursuing me only. He is my only lover, and he is reciprocating exclusively with my love. In her heart, Śrī Radha always feels that she is the most fortunate of all the gopis, while the other cowherd maidens feel that they are much more blessed than ordinary pleasurable women. In this respect also, the speciality of Śrī Radhika's love in comparison to all the other gopis has been exemplified. Srila Viśvanātha Chakravartī Thakur's Sārārtha Darśinī. After describing the extraordinary nectar that Sri Vrishabhanu Nandini relishes in meeting with her beloved, Sangujvala Sambhog Ras, Śrī Shukadeva Gosvāmī is now awakening the seed of Vipralambha, the feelings experienced in separation, in the verse Yam Gopim. That Ramani, Śrī Radha, was amidst the gopis who were filled with pride in their good fortune, their Sobhagya Mad, having received so much honor from Śrī Kṛṣṇa. But she did not share in that pride. Suddenly, this man arose in Srimati Radhika. One second. Okay, sorry. So suddenly this man arose in Srimati Radhika as she considered herself the topmost, and he was not giving her the esteem she deserved. She thought, "My beloved Krishna has abandoned all the other gopis who were eager for amorous enjoyment, and now he is adoring only me, trying to please me in so many ways." When previously Śrīdhara had seen that Krishna was treating her the same as all the other gopis, she had gone into man, but now that sulky mood also disappeared. Tato gatva vanodesham tripta keshavam abravit na parayeham chalitum nayamang yantrate mana. Developing pride in this way, that special gopi wandered in the forest with her lover and became intoxicated by her love and good fortune. She asked Krishna, who controls even Brahma and Shiva, "O my beloved, I cannot walk any further. My tender feet are tired, so you can carry me on your shoulder wherever you like." Śrīla Jīva Gosvāmī Pad's Vaiṣṇava Toṣaṇī. Śrī Radha considered herself the most excellent of all, and was very proud of it. As she continued walking in the forest with Keshav, he who arranges the hair, the kesh of Śrī Radha, she spoke to him. What did she ask him? "After walking so much in the forest, I have become very tired and cannot walk any further." These words are deceptive. Krishna might answer, "Hey Mugdhe, O innocent girl, do you want to enter into the charming forest away from the other gopis?" Radha replied, "No, Naya, no. Pick me up in your arms like before and carry me." Śrīla Viśvanātha Cakravartī Ṭhākura's Sārārtha Darśinī. Śrī Radhika, proud of her good fortune, entered an especially beautiful part of the forest with Keshav and spoke to him. One who decorates Śrī Radha's hair, kesh, and weaves it into a braid, he is Keshav. Underlying her sweet words was a hidden meaning. The proud words of a Svādhīna Kanta, an independent lady love. Sorry. Let me reread that. So the proud words of a Svādhīna Kanta, an independent lady love, give a very special pleasure to the hero. Therefore, Śrī Radhika said, "I have become exhausted from wandering around so many places in the forest. I cannot walk any further." Krishna might answer, "O innocent girl, you cannot be carefree by resting here, because if all those gopis come, then our private tryst will be disturbed. So we should go somewhere else." Her reply, "You can pick me up like before and take me wherever you want." Then he might ask, "Should I carry you to the flower bed in a secluded nikunja where others cannot enter? Or should I take you to a flower garden to decorate you with flowers?" Her answer to that, "Take me wherever you want." Evam ukta priyam aha skanda aruhyatam iti tataśchantar dade Krishna savadur anvatapyata. Hearing his beloved's words, Sri Shyamsundar said, "O dear one, just climb on my shoulder." But as soon as she tried to do this, he disappeared, upon which the special gopis started weeping bitterly. Śrīla Śrīdhara Swāmī Pad's Bhāvārtha Dīpikā. The present verse starting with Evam Ukta describes the lowness of passionate persons. As soon as that maiden was about to climb on Shri Krishna's shoulder, he disappeared. This action demonstrates his akhandatva, his completeness. Śrīla Jīva Gosvāmī Pad's Vaiṣṇava Toṣaṇī. In the mood of a Svādhīna Bhartrika, a lady who controls her lover, Śrī Radha spoke some joking words, feigning laziness. Hearing her statement, Śrī Kṛṣṇa, in turn, similarly tricked her and disappeared. This has been narrated in the present verse starting with Evam Ukta and the next two verses. Śrī Kṛṣṇa said, "O my beloved, climb on my shoulder." His invitation was just a joke, but she took it as a love-filled proposal. Such joking words, when spoken by others, may seem abusive, but when spoken by one's beloved, they seem genuine. For example, smoke coming from ordinary wood is not pleasant for anybody, but smoke that comes from sandalwood in the form of incense is pleasing to everyone. In this verse, the meaning of skanda is shoulder and chest. The Vishvaprakash Sanskrit dictionary gives several meanings of skanda: upper part of a tree trunk, body, shoulder, and group. Here, if the meaning is taken as body, then chest is most appropriate. "O my lovely one, mount on my chest." He said to her, but he did not mean it. Tata means afterwards, and cha means however, indicating a change of action. Alternatively, the phrase can be read, "and he disappeared," where cha means and, which connects a group of actions. The purpose of Krishna's disappearance was to remove the envy of the gopis from the different groups and to establish goodwill among all of them. Even when Krishna disappeared the first time, he had a similar purpose of bringing unity. Śrī Kṛṣṇa performs many difficult tasks with one action, and this exhibits his clever expertise. How amazing it is that the intelligence of the Supreme Controller strolls over the heads of everyone. As a Svādhīna Bhartrika heroine controlling her lover, Śrī Radha exhibits the highest level of her prem. They were enjoying their amorous union congenially. Suddenly, Śrī Kṛṣṇa tricked her and disappeared. She came tumbling down from the highest ecstasy of union to the deep despair of Vipralampa, and started wailing and crying piteously in separation. But even in such a situation, her humility highlighted another aspect of her topmost excellent level of prem. The letter Sa in this verse indicates this Ramani, whose life and soul is darshan of Krishna, of Śrī Kṛṣṇa. I'm going to end with this commentary of Viśvanātha Chakravartī Thakur's. Thereafter, Śrī Kṛṣṇa thought to himself, this is Śrīla Viśvanātha Chakravartī Thakur's Sārārtha Darśinī. Thereafter, Śrī Kṛṣṇa thought to himself, the crown jewel of excellent heroines, love-filled Radhika, has given up her natural contrary behavior, her vamyata and shyness, being completely absorbed in amorous play with me. When requested by the hero, a proper heroine does not easily accept his invitation to go to the flower bed. If she has given up her natural contrary behavior, and if I also adopt a proper hero's dakshina bhav, or compliant mood, towards the lady love, if both lovers display the same mood, then there is an obstacle in tasting the ras fully. So better I give up my dakshina bhav, my mood of cooperation, my natural mood of cooperation. The hero and heroine should not both adopt the same mood, whether dakshina bhav or vamya bhav. So if I give up the natural behavior of a hero, Rasik devotees will not find fault with me, because according to the convention, by the lover accepting the mood opposite to the heroine's, the sweet conjugal mellow becomes more relishable. Therefore, I will adopt a non-cooperative vamya mood. In this way, my long-standing desire to see the deep vipralama condition of para premavati Śrī Radhika will also be fulfilled. The other gopis have observed the bliss and good fortune that Radhika manifests in my embrace, but now they will witness Radhika's wondrous condition arising from my separation. should be separation from me, which is born from her fathomless love for me. They will drown in an ocean of supreme astonishment upon observing this. In this way, the gopis will be able to understand Radhika's deeper sentiments in separation as compared to their own. They will see that their affliction in viraha is like a flame of a lamp, while her anguish is like a blazing forest fire. Thus they will realize the insignificance of their own pain. When complete sambhog is followed by vipralamba, the amorous mellow Shringa Ras is fully consummated. If the gopis only witness the bliss Radha experiences in meeting with me and do not see her condition in separation, they will not be content. After I very skillfully leave her, and the other gopis witness her agony in separation, they will sympathize with her, because they will be sharing the same pain. Thus their hearts will become totally absorbed in me with the same feelings. Later, when I appear among them, their pain of separation will be dispelled. All sharing in the same joyful mood, they will join in the rasa dance, and it will be performed and relished properly. If I appear now with Radhika by my side, their vanity will not be redressed by any means. Deliberating thus, Śrī Kṛṣṇa decided to adopt Vāmya Bhav and to suddenly disappear. He told Radhika, "Skande aruhyatam," climb onto my shoulder. As soon as Sri Radhika ready to do this, he vanquished from her sight. In the previous verse, Sri Radha said, "O Krishna, you can carry me wherever you like." Her real intent was, "I have become very tired from roaming in the forest and engaging in amorous activities, so I feel like taking some rest here. If my sweetheart remains awake the whole night, certainly he will not feel well." For these reasons, Sri Radha decided to be taken to the flower bed without offering any objection, thinking that both of them should sleep together on that same bed. For the perfection of this pastime, Prem Ras Mai Lila Shakti, the potency that fills the Leelas with loving sentiments, covered their ability to know each other's intentions. Anvata Pyata, Sri Radha began lamenting over and over again and burning in excruciating separation. Oh wow, we come to this verse. This is a very special verse. This is Srimati Radhika directly speaking. He nata ramana preshta kvasi kvasi mahabhuja dasyaste kripanaya me sake darshaya sanidhim. So anyways, we will come to this. We will read from this point onwards tomorrow. Wow, we're at the pinnacle of Srimad Bhagavatam right here. My God. Okay. So so I'm gonna stop for today, and tomorrow we will continue. We will finish this chapter, and then we will begin Gopi Geet. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jai Shri Guru Gauranga Dīpikā Giridhari Shri Radha Vinod Bihari Ju Ki Jai Shri Govinda Gopinath Maran Mohan Ju Ki Jai Nitil Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashtatarashata Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Gosvāmī Maharaj Shri Gurudev Ki Jai Nitil Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashtatarashata Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta Vāman Gosvāmī Maharaj Ki Jai Nitil Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashtatarashata Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta Swāmī Maharaj Shri Prabhupada Ki Jai Nitil Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashtatarashata Shishimar Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Gosvāmī Maharaj Ki Jai Nitil Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashtatarashata Shishimar Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Gosvāmī Prabhupada Ki Jai Nitil Pravishta Maha Bhagavat Shri Gorkshadas Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai Nitil Pravishta Shri Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Ṭhākura Ki Jai Nitil Pravishta Vaiṣṇava Sarvabhauma Shri Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai Śrī Rūpano Gauriya Guru Varga Ki Jai Śrī Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Śrī Jīva Gopala Patadash Raghunath Shara Gosvāmī Prabhu Ki Jai Śrī Sarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari Śrī Gaur Parshada Vrinda Ki Jai Nama Acharya Śrīla Haridas Ṭhākura Ki Jai Prem Se Gaur Śrī Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Śrī Advaita Gadadhara Śrīvāsari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Śrī Kshetra Mandala Gaura Mandala Vraja Mandala Mathura Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai Sarva Abhishta Bharata Giriraj Maharaj Ki Jai Śrī Radha Kund Shama Kuni Munagam Tulsi Bhakti Devi Ki Jai Śrī Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaiṣṇava Vrinda Ki Jai Grantaraj Śrīmad Bhagavatam Ki Jai Śrī Rāsa-pañcādhyayī Ki Jai Sarva Vraja Devi Gan Ki Jai Śrī Raseshwari Śrī Vrishabhanu Nandini Śrīmati Radha Ṭhakurani Ki Jai Raseshwar Śrī Vrajendra Nandan Sham Sundar Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaiṣṇava Vrinda Ki Jai Samagata Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Shinitai Gaura Premanande Hari Hari Bo Vrindai Tulsi Devai Priyai Keshavashacha Krishna Bhakti Pradadevi Satyavataye Namo Namaha Vancha Kalpa Tarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Dandavat Pranam, everybody. So see you tomorrow for the last day of our reading of this chapter. What chapter is it? 30, right? I think it's 30. All right. Jai Shri Radhe. Is there anything else? Don't think so. Oh, and today is the auspicious day that Raseshwari Mataji came into this world. So happy birthday, Raseshwari Mataji. And yeah, also my brother, Krishna Murari. It's his birthday today also. Alright, Dandavat Pranams.